Talk Illuminati. My name is Sean, and today is a K-Dog and Fish haul. Now, today I have a obvious purchase here, as well as I took part in buying their vintage VHS mystery box. Now, originally I had recorded this video. Unfortunately, the audio on that was completely and utterly I don't know what happened, so this is take two, and I apologize for that. Now, this is kind of fun for me because this reminds me of when I was a teenager. My parents, when I did relatively well, which was few and far between, they would reward me and my brother with a movie and pizza night. Usually they would go to an ancient archaic place called a Blockbuster and pick out some movies, as well as get a pizza from a local pizza establishment. So here we are. We got my Domino's Pizza here, as well as my K-Dog and Fish VHS vintage mystery box. So let's start with the Domino's Pizza. Funky. So I really wanted this. This was the Noid box with the shirt and the glow-in-the-dark Noid, which was a Target exclusive. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to get it, and just a little while ago, K-Dog and Fish had some in stock, so I was able to get one for myself, which I'm incredibly grateful for. So we're going to take the shirt out, and we're going to take a look at this. Now, I love this box. Now, if you take a look at the inside of the box itself, which I think is really cool, what I'm looking at is I want to do something like I want to retain this little backing here. Maybe I'll make a shadow box with a black light. I think it'd be kind of cool. But overall, let's get that pop out. The pop is amazing. I mean, I love it. Now, I don't know what the glow on this is. Guess I'll find out eventually. But I like it. It's a nice, clean, crisp box. Excellent, beautiful shape. The only complaint I have, if you take a look at this box, is that I wish, as you see here on the back, that the insert was like a pizza insert, so it kind of looks. But overall, great. And I remember these commercials for this guy. This was funny. If you get a chance after this video, look up. It's an interesting story, actually. In the States, there was a person that shared the name of I think it was the Noid or something like that, and he went a little wacko, and then this little guy disappeared from advertisements. But overall, one of my favorite ad icons. As I've said before in the past, I'm not definitely going to try to get all the ad icons. I just don't have enough money. I mean, that is just a complete rabbit hole that I can't afford. Now, the shirt for this is cool. I really, really like it. And weird part is, and I've mentioned this with other things I've opened, this shirt smells like it just came like fresh out of the dryer. But look at that. And if anybody knows the company that I work for here in Canada, this is kind of ironic that I have this. Now, I am horrible at folding, and if anybody who is really good at folding is watching this, feel free to freak out and write to me. But that is a shirt I will definitely wear, and I love this box. Like I said, I'm going to try to make a shadow box for this, because I really think it would look cool. And I could use some original artwork on my wall, but really good. So we're just going to slip that under here. Now, as I mentioned, I lost the audio on the first video, so this video, I've already opened these. I know what they are. However, I still want to show them to you guys. This was a really good box. I'm happy. It was $49.99, free shipping. They do a mystery box once every 2 weeks. In fact, a new one's going to be coming up this Friday. So, is it this Friday? You know what? I could be wrong, but I believe it is this Friday. Yes, it is this Friday. One will be coming up if you guys get a chance, and it's a theme that you like. Go for it. I've been picking the themes that I like. I will admit I backed out of the sports one, but this I'm happy with. So let's take a look, see what I got. So I'm just gonna randomly pick one out of the box. Okay, so here we have Big. Now, this movie, I was mentioning, this movie I find really funny for one reason. I didn't like this movie as a kid. Didn't find it entertaining, didn't find the jokes funny, and then you get older, and then you start understanding the comedy of the movie. As somebody who lived on their lived on their own very young, almost said that backwards. I did some of that stuff. I did the whole, frivolous spending and buying snack foods and eating, ice cream for dinner because I thought it was cool and whatever. And be honest with you, no. Oh man, the pain I would get after that, definitely not worth it. But a good movie nonetheless. If you guys get a chance, definitely watch it. Now the next one, Norm from Cheers. Nice box, good shape. Like the background. I liked the show. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was one of those things I liked. I grew to like when I got older. But I know my mother and my stepfather were a big fan of it. I liked. Here's the thing. I probably could have watched an entire series based on Norm Peterson and Cliff Clavin. Just those two in the banter. I mean, that to me was interesting. The whole Sam Mayday Malone and Diane Chambers back and forth BS. I just didn't interest me, but definitely a good show. However, not necessarily one I was a fan of, but I do like the character Cliff Clavin, and he is there with his little mug of booze, which is kind of cool. It's actually translucent too. That's sweet. All right, so next, let's see. Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn from Major League. Now, this movie is one of my favorites. It's not the favorite, but it is one of my favorites. Seriously, guys, if you get a chance, I recommend watching this movie, especially, if you got nothing else to do with your time. Definitely, watch it. Hilarious movie. Especially this was back when Charlie Sheen was, funny and for the right reasons and not for the crazy reasons. So there we are. Beautiful box. I kind of wish though with a lot of these movies that for an insert they went with the marquee of the posters. I'm not a poster collector. I have a few, like I have all the Back to the Future movie posters. I have Shaun of the Dead and a few others, and of course Ghostbusters. But I think it's a missed opportunity. They really could do a little more with the box by doing an insert of the movie poster. But overall, nice. So let's grab another random one. We'll grab one closer to me. Trading Spaces. This is a movie I love. Used to see a lot of it. Used to be on TBS like almost every weekend. Funny movie, especially with Eddie Murphy's character, which was Billy Ray. Just the idea of two eccentric rich men, basically, wanting to screw with somebody just for the hell of it. It's part of a bet. But overall, I think this is a really good movie. If you guys get a chance, I would say watch it, especially if you like just general what I would consider one-upsmanship comedy. It is definitely something you'll enjoy. Now the next one I have. Okay, so they're at the end here. So I'll grab this one. Oh, okay. Now this, I really wish I had the first video. I mentioned I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. I have the movie posters, as I mentioned earlier. I have an entire glass cabinet filled with Ghostbusters merchandise. I've seen the movies. I'm so disappointed that the third movie got pushed back until next year, but it is what it is. However, this is my favorite movie. I think I've watched it twice since this whole, self-quarantining loveliness happened. But seriously, favorite movie. Now, unfortunately, though, I already got this, as you can imagine. So, if somebody wants this, let me know. I'll gladly, you want to twist my arm for it. But overall, seriously, if you get a chance, watch this movie. It is just some of the lines are quotable. Also, there's a documentary on YouTube called The Movies That Made Us, where they talk about Ghostbusters. So, again, if you're bored, got nothing else to do, I recommend watching the documentary. Now, last one. Now this last one, actually, I'm gonna put this box down here so it's out of the way. This last one is actually kind of funny. I love this movie. This movie is really good. It's not one of my favorites, but the funny story behind this movie, I didn't like it until I got into college, and I sat down and I watched it, and it is a great movie, and even better, the soundtrack. It's funny to say this, but very rarely will you find where a soundtrack is better than the movie itself, and the soundtrack makes you want to watch the movie because of the soundtrack. This is one of those movies. One of the best quotable lines, "Warriors, come out to play, yay." Used to hear that in the time while in college in the hallways from my friends because we watched it so many times. But seriously, if you guys, because I think Spotify, man, I'm becoming a commercial for Spotify and Netflix. But if you get a chance, I'm sure the soundtrack's on Spotify. Listen to the soundtrack. I'm sure it will entice you to watch the movie. So I'm just going to move. Oh boy. So what we're going to do is we're going to. All right. And there we go. And the Noid. So that's it. That's everything I got so far. So we got Major League Baseball. So I'm going to do these in orders of what I think you guys should watch if you get a chance. Ghostbusters, of course. I mean, it is by far in my mind, the greatest comedy 80s movie ever. Then I would follow it up with Major League, then Trading Places, then it's a toss-up, really. I mean, if you want to laugh, watch Big. If you want to watch a movie that makes you think and you like really good, like 80s, well, this was done in the 70s, but basically really good, I'm not even sure what you would call it, but just a really damn good soundtrack, I recommend watching The Warriors. And Cheers, I'm sorry, I like the show was good. It's not one of those ones I think I could ever watch again. You know, when you feel nostalgic for an old TV show, so you try to sit down and watch the first couple seasons. I tried like a year ago. But overall, that's what I got from K-Dog and Fish, guys. I will say this was a beautiful mystery box. I'm sorry I wasn't able to actually do the original opening because of the damn sound, but hopefully this sounds much better and isn't blasting your ears off as the last one would have. I'm so happy I got the Noid box with the shirt. I think it's cool that literally it looks like a pizza box, man. That is actually kind of cool. But yeah, so just let you know, K-Dog and Fish drops a mystery box once every 2 weeks. The newest one will be coming out this Friday. I don't know what the theme is, but I'm sure it'll be something interesting. So if you guys get a chance, check them out at K-Dog and Fish. I will put a link to their store in my comments, as well as to their YouTube page, and they have a Instagram and podcast. So I've been catching up on their podcast while working because, you know, when you listen to music for 4 months, eventually you start realizing you listen to a lot of the same stuff. So I've been filling my time up with podcasts. So that's it. Just a little bit of news too. I'll be doing an SDCC haul video soon. I'm just waiting for stuff to come in. This was the first year where I did not go to a single store and pick anything up. Everything was bought online. And the one thing I almost had to buy online came in. I actually had to get somebody else, but that's beside the point. I also want to let you guys know, anybody who's watching this who's in Ontario, well, the province of Ontario, I started up a new Facebook group. It's to help collectors, helping collectors. You can find it in my Instagram. I made a post about it. Check it out if you get a chance. In the meantime, if you like this video, like, subscribe. It means the world to me. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and remember, be good to each other. All right, bye now.